This is my second video in the series because I did a one video this morning, and we are going to actually load both of the videos together because I know I wanted to talk to you and I wanted to answer two most important questions. One, how should we enter into medical billing? So I spoke about it in my previous video. Now the second question, which is more relevant here, because a lot of people who have been working, even in our company back in India or some companies, and they have like lived over 5 years, 6 years of their life and their experience in medical billing, coding, BPO field, they have a common question: what should we do? How should we progress? How should we grow, scale our career? What are the chances of us becoming team leaders, AR managers, how far we can go? So my answer, this question will answer, I'm going to answer this question. And I tell you there are two types of growths. One is an individual growth, and individually how you are growing. And then the second is how much your experience is growing. So I'll explain both the things. It's very important to understand the difference. One is how much you are growing, and that depends on the company where you work, or that also depends in your own leadership skills or management skills, because that's your personal growth based on your attitude, that's based on what exactly you want to do or how you want to grow as a leader. So like if you have joined an organization and you are just working by yourself for first couple of years, then you have 3-4 people under you, then you have 30-40 people. And if you're good into management and leadership, then it's not just billing anymore. It becomes more management role where you are growing. So that's your individual growth. The second, which is more important, is how you can become a subject matter expert over a period of time. Because there are some people who said, hey, this, leadership is not my cup of tea, management is not my cup of tea. I don't want to, work with people. I just want to grow myself. I want to keep growing my own wisdom, my own experience. And that's the most important thing for some of the people. And if you are one of those, and if you are one of those who like to grow by yourself and wants to increase your own wisdom in medical billing industry, I can tell you, that's, in my view, that's in my personal view, that's the best thing to do with your career, because this industry has so much opportunity, it's a humongous opportunity. This is a book by MGMA, and the author is Shwantia Mohasser. She's a CMPE, and Cam Tolliver. They both are CMPE. CMPE is a degree for office administrators or medical managers or medical billers. To manage, that degree basically teaches you how to manage a medical practice. Since as a medical biller, you are going to be an aid to the office managers, medical billing companies based out of USA, there's plenty to learn. You have to learn this entire book. Look at this. This has 500 pages. This book has 500 pages, and this entire revenue cycle management is a complex, it's a very, very complex art. I call it an art. And this has, so I'll show you like one image. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but this is all revenue cycle management is all about. It consists of reporting, scheduling, eligibility, quality, value. So it's a whole cycle. How a medical practice revenue cycle works. So how it starts with after a patient is seen. This is all administrative process. So some of the time, you work for a company which only focuses on the particular one function, 2 functions, or 3 functions. But your goal as a medical biller should be to learn the entire revenue cycle management process. And that process, once you learn that, it's a never-ending thing. And that's what I'm saying. So there are 2 different types of growth phases for you. One is an individual growth. If you have leadership skills, management skills, then you go at a different pace. But if you have if you like, if you absorb wisdom, if you absorb learning, if you're like a sponge, like me, I learn everything, and I learn it by doing it, by practicing it. So if you learn it, and you learn it on the job, and if you keep upgrading yourself with the knowledge like this book has, and all of these things are available on Google. You can continue watch my YouTube videos. A lot of information is there. So this industry, medical billing and coding, and this function, this skill set require a lot of you have to suck a lot of knowledge from different parts. You have to understand the denial process. You have to see how you can create better charges, how you can increase the reimbursements for the doctors, how you can learn coding, how you can learn. So you keep on updating yourself. We call it a professional growth, and that professional growth will give you an opportunity not to only grow within the organization, but also add value for your clients. And I tell you one secret. That secret is absolutely a secret which worked with me. If I can add value by introducing some kind of innovative idea, or introducing my wisdom, or learning something, and I can add it to the bottom line of the services which I'm rendering or I'm offering to my clients. If my client is a medical billing company, so if that medical billing company is able to do their job for their clients better just because I am doing my part, I will automatically get upgraded. I don't need to look at somebody else. If I do my job better and I help my client, medical billing company, to do their job better for their client, and that's the cycle. And it will automatically take care of my individual growth as well. So in both the scenarios, whether I have a leadership skills or I have personal skill set, or I'm continue to honing my personal skill set by upgrading it constantly, they both are the ideal scenarios for your growth. Now it's up to you. It's your personal choice in what direction you want to grow. You want to grow as an administrator, or you want to grow as a subject matter expert. And it's your personal choice, but the growth is there in both the scenarios. And you have to pick your employer very, very carefully. So again, as I said, you have to, it's not only that your employer has to pick you, but it would be much easier for your employer to pick you, because if you focus into any direction here, and retain you, but also it is very important whether you pick your employer correctly or not. So it should be your choice in which company you should work for. And that will only happen once you grow into either of these directions in the phases, as I tell you. In the first phase, you have to continue upgrading yourself and your leadership skills. And in the second direction, you have to become a subject matter expert. Medicare rules keep changing every year. Coding keeps changing every year. So there are plenty of opportunities right there to learn. It's just a matter how much you can learn, how much you can suck. A lot of knowledge is available. You have to see what specialty you are working in and how you can become a subject matter expert of that particular specialty. Once you learn about, so if you are, let's say you are just doing billing and anesthesia, and you can be just an expert of anesthesia billing. Same way, like if you are just doing a primary care billing, and if you know the coding for primary care, you can be just an expert in primary coding field, and you can continue to grow. So that's how the growth is defined in medical healthcare and BPO field. I hope you are able to get it, but if you have more questions, feel free. YouTube is yours. Write your questions here. I'm here to guide and advise, and all of my videos are free. Thank you very much.